viewers, welcome to Various Catering channel. This is the same host for all the beautiful videos that you've been watching under Various Catering. This is the very face behind it. I want to say Happy New Year to you all out there, and at the same time I want to appreciate all of you that have been subscribing to my channel, that have been giving me thumb up, and at the same time thank you very much for your wonderful comments. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make ladies fascinators and hand fan. That is to say, we are going to craft. We are going to leave food and other things like baking for now. We are going to be teaching you something that will make you beautiful. Sit down right there and watch me demonstrate that. So let me start by introducing the materials I'm going to be using for this hand fan. The first one is the hand fan skeleton. This is actually what is going to be carrying the fan. You can see now you can't use it until you're able to couple it together and place the materials on top. And I have here with me my sequence. This sequence, I'm telling you, normally makes it look very fine. Although some people normally use net, but I'm going to use sequence. I also have what I'll be using for my training. And these things, as you see, some people call it bling bling. I actually bought it from tailor shop. Just watch me use it on the hand fan. Another beautiful thing we're going to be using today is the feathers. You all know what this is. Some people use it for their clothes, some use it for their hand fan, for hats. It can be used for anything. But today we're going to be using it for our hand fan. Now we also need E6000 gum. You can use Ihu gum. It's not necessarily that you must use this E6000. Another thing we're going to be using is our scissors. So now the first thing I'm going to be doing is to work on my skeleton. The first thing you do, you open up your skeleton, set it the way you want it, and after that you gum them together so that they will not be, you know, the kind of move it's moving now. You don't need it to move by the time you want to position something on top. So that is the first thing we are going to be doing now. So you start by applying your gum. And when you apply, you take one of the partitions and place on top of the other. Make sure it's not too inside, and then you add your gum again. And place these skeletons together. So you can see the next thing I'm going to do now, if you notice very well, is a bit V-like, but I want everything to be straight. So what do? I begin to expand it gradually because I want it to give me a straight shape at the bottom. Continue to open it gradually until you're able to achieve that straight shape. If you don't do this, your hand fan will be very small. But when you open it like this, it will help your hand fan to be a bit wide. So now the fan is ready. The next thing we're going to do is to set it aside and allow it to dry. By the time it's fully dried, by the time it's dried completely, you can now start. So now you can see it's completely dried. So we can go ahead with our hand fans. So the next thing I'm going to do is to apply my gum, starting from this place to this place. I will just try as much as possible to make sure that the gum touches all parts at the middle. Then all the sticks, I will apply gums on them. Next, after applying the whole gum, you set it aside and then open your sequence. This is the back side of the sequence. And you now collect your hand fan and come to this part of it and then position it, making sure that the whole thing gum to the sequence. And after that, I will now use my scissors to trace and cut. If this will be difficult for you, you can as well use a kind of marker, maybe biro or pencil, and give your lines just like this, something that will help you cut. I don't mind using this because I know that this other one will be on the inside. The cloth will be on the inside, but had it been something that will be out, I wouldn't use biro. I will just use my pencil or the tailor chalk. Just mark it like that, and the next thing, you just use your scissors and cut off. See what I'm doing? Cut off everything that is not wanted. Turn this and do the same way, just to make sure the whole thing is well trimmed out. The next thing I'm going to do is I go ahead and apply some gum here to make sure the sequence is well stick to the bottom side. And then close it up. So now, after getting this, the next thing I'm going to do is to take my sequence again, open it up again, and then just like I did before, I'll still cut following what I have here. As usual, I'll draw. After drawing, not that I can't cut it without drawing, but it's just for the knowledge purpose. And then I'll cut. Now you get this. So next thing again, I'm going to apply gum on those skeletons as it is, one, and then I cover again. Again, you just lift it up after applying the whole gum and then position it again on top of the cutout, the sequence cutout, and then try as much as possible to join it. So now we have it front and back. Pull all the sides that are not covered because the sequence material is somehow a bit elastic, and everything will be well covered. So now the next thing is to start designing. So before the design, the first thing I'm going to do is to tuck in all these rough parts. Just watch me to make sure your work is not rough. And then I'll begin to seal it, that is, bring it up to cover it on top of the other side of the sequence. So, okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is to begin with my feathers. What do? You take your feathers and then you apply the gum. So the next thing now you do, you now get your feathers and begin to apply your gum, and after that you now take it and go. And then you cut. Remember to leave a little bit by the time you stop so that you curve it in. So the next thing, I'll still apply another one. Now you come again in position. Now normally, in some cases, you can decide to continue putting your feathers until you cover the entire body. But here, because I wanted the sequence to show, and at the same time I want to use my trimming to complete it, I'm going to stop at this 2. Now, after the second one, you turn over to the other side and do the same thing there. But before you do that, remember, you have to turn over this to this side, this one also to this side, and then this to this side, and then you collect your feathers. The same thing you did the other way. You apply your gum. You start the first one. Remember, the other side is two stages. You do the first one. And then after this first one, remember you cut off this time with no excess. Okay, so we go again for the second one. And then finally, you add it. So we have it front and back now. Remember I said you don't have to put excess this time. So you can see front and back, we have the feathers. Now what is remaining is the trimming. Now I have my trimming. The next thing I'm going to do is to go the first one round, almost on top. You know, the trimming has back and front. So remember, you have to go with the front part of it. You just have to measure it out and then cut it. Okay, so I have this, so I'm going to cut off the excess. So the next thing I'm going to do is to apply my gum on the trimming. And then I begin to I'll now take it and begin to apply. Begin to design Now I take the second one again, I go. You can as well use the yellow trimming to still give you something unique, something beautiful. But here I just want to use the yellow and the silver color. Now this time around, apply it on the body of your hand fan. Then you can start. The same way you did it. So now you take the same trimming, complete the work by going this way also. Just measure it too, and I cut off. So you see, you apply it and you are good to go. One side of it is ready. We allow it to stay a little bit to dry, and then we turn to the other side of the hand fan and do the same thing. So you can see both the front and the back. So remaining the finishing of this one. Added this too. So I'm going to let it set, that is to dry, before I can lift it and begin to turn it. Now you can see front and back. Now you can still go ahead, it's not yet dried, you can still go ahead with this your electric gum, the one the craft people normally use. In place of, you can use this in place of this A6000 or in place of rule gum. Now I want to continue by adding some of these things, some of these beads that are yellow on top of what I just used to design. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to begin to apply small of the I'll do the same thing until I go round. So that is it, what I have here. At least this will add a little yellow to the design we have already given. Isn't this beautiful? So you can see that? Is this not beautiful? You can see how lovely it is. You can use this for your wedding or even for ordinary event. Just when you wear yellow, you just go with it and you're good to go. Thank you very much. The next video I'm going to be showing you in another video is going to be how to make a fascinator that will go with this yellow hand fan. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so and give me a thumb up. And if there is any question at all pertaining this hand fan, remember I will always be there to answer you. Thank you. Bye.